everybody, we're back. We are working on more calculations. We're bringing it into the home stretch here, so they save all the math stuff at the end. This is section 19, and we're doing more calculations used in real estate. So we're doing income properties. We're going to try and get all these 5 lessons and unit in under 30 minutes. We'll have to see, because doing calculations, it usually takes a little bit longer to get through the video. All right, we have gross and income and net operating income. Gross income is the income received before expenses are deducted. Net income is expenses occurred day to day from doing your operation. So, income received before expenses is gross. And then you should understand the difference between potential gross income and effective gross income. Potential is annual income that a property could bring if leased at full capacity. And effective is, which rarely happens, they're saying. I guess it depends on where you're at. Effective gross income comes from subtracting the losses from vacancies and credit losses when people don't pay their rent. Okay. If Acme Properties is fully leased, it generates $252 a year. Okay, there's no math up in here. And income. All right, well, that's potential. Assuming it fully leased and deducting for vacancy and losses, income is $241. That's not too bad. You're only losing $9,000. All right, a property has 100 units, 95% occupied. Total vacancy, 6%. What does the average rent per month have to be to achieve a potential gross income of $900,000? I feel like I'm listening to Bigger Pockets. If you ever listen to Bigger Pockets, this is what they do. They talk about rental income, and you should check them out. They have a podcast and they have a YouTube channel. And if getting into investing in real estate, which is my thing too, by the way, they go through a lot of these problems on their stuff. And they're not paying me to say that, by the way. I just think it's a great learning channel. And like I said, you want to learn the game, right? Don't hate the player, learn the game. That's the whole thing where this came from. The whole channel came from that. Don't hate the player, learn the game. Don't be jealous of what they're doing, learn what they're doing, and go do it. You can do it even better. Anyway, going down that rabbit trail, I don't know how that happened, but let's see. I have no idea. I'm guessing. Oh my God, good guess. If I could just pass my test with all guesses, I'm actually pretty good at guessing. I wanted to see how they were trying to figure it out. I was hoping to get it wrong so they would show me, but anyway, I was trying to figure out how they would do it. Okay, 95% occupied. I was trying to figure out how they would get to that total, but I guess we're not going to find out now. All right, maybe we'll get this wrong and we'll figure it out. Okay. Now that we know our potential gross income is $900,000, we can collect the effective gross income. Remember, the total vacancy and collection equals 6%. Assuming this property has no other income, what is the effective gross income? All right, now this was kind of a process of elimination here. We know it's not 54 because that's way too low. And we know effective is some loss, so it can't be 900. So hopefully the questions on the test will be this easy. All right, what do you get when you subtract operating expenses from gross income? Operating expenses from gross income, net operating income. Here you go, right here. Net operating income. All right, depreciable basis and investment properties. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, at least they're giving you examples in here. Okay, can you have your cake and eat too? Common wisdom says no, but investment property is a special kind of cake. With regard to investment property, what are the two types of depreciation? Tax and economic, right? According to this resource over here. One example of economic depreciation is when the asset is actually worth less because it's deteriorating physically. I would say it's true. Tax depreciation is when investors take an annual business deduction by depreciating an appreciating asset. Maybe, I don't know. All right, depreciation is limited to investment property and homeowner occupied. All right, I don't know. I don't see anything on it. I do not see anything on this. Okay, I'm going to guess. The IRS investors to depreciate their investment. No, I don't think so. Tax depreciation is cost recovery. I don't think they make you do it. You have the choice of whether you want to do that or not. Whether you like it or not, they actually require you to take the depreciation. Oh, well, never mind on that. Apparently they do. I did not know that. I used to have investment property and they never made me take it. They always asked if I wanted to do it or not. All right, tax depreciation is a cost recovery. Cost recovery? Oh, it's a form of cost recovery. Good for investors. Tax depreciation. Okay. The basis of an asset includes the sales price, acquisition, and any capital improvements. Any capital improvements? Capital improvements. I don't see anything. Depreciation is limited to investment properties only. Okay. Everything's true except this one. Depreciation is limited to investment properties only. That's what I thought. Because otherwise, all homeowners would be doing that. There is a downside to doing that depreciation. I just can't remember what it is off the top of my head. What is the method investors use to calculate their annual property deduction? Depreciable basis. Let me give it to you straight. Okay, well, it must be straight line depreciation then. Where does it say that? Right here it says depreciable. Somewhere in a straight line. Tax deductions are calculated using straight line. Okay. For income producing residential, which straight line would an investor use to calculate the annual depreciation allowance? I don't see anything in here. Or am I just missing it? Maybe it's right here. 27 and a half years. Okay, 27 and a half years is the schedule they use. Commercial properties. Alright, I'm going to say this one. I'm going to say 39 years. I don't see anything in here. Oh, here it is, 39. Over a span of 39, okay. Commercial properties are 39. Regular houses are 27 and a half. Using capitalization rate to derive value. Now, if you really want to get into this business seriously, that would be my suggestion. Going over to Bigger Pockets, and they've got people that have like a lot of commercial properties, homes. They buy homes. That's like their whole main thing. Millions and millions of dollars. If you want to build wealth, there you go. Which three of the following are in capitalization? And they have experts on there that can help you figure out whether the investment, of course you're going to have to pay them, investment is worth your money or not. They will go through the formula with you. Sometimes they will answer your question for free online or on their podcast. Okay. Factors in the capitalization formula. So I think it's income, value, and rate. All right. 80, 100,000 at a 9% rate. And of course, Dave Ramsey is another one who loves real estate. And the rich dad, poor dad guy, I can't remember his name. I couldn't even pronounce it if I wanted to. He's another one that does real estate. Of course, Trump does real estate. A lot of people, a lot of millionaires. Oh, excuse me. Bless me. Do real estate. Property valued at $950 is returning a net annual income of $150. $115. What's the cap rate? All right, so I think it would be 115 over 950. I'm not positive on that. I'm gonna try it and see. 0.121. Okay. You have to multiply that, but I could move your decimal over. All right, the next one is gross rent multiplier. Moving right along, which is really good. All right, 20 unit apartment complex. Gross income multiplier. Duplex, gross rent condominium with 5 units would be gross income. No, this is gross rent apparently. All right, because remember, with 4 fewer units, 5 or more, use the gross income. Well, that's what I did use. What are you talking about? The exception to this rule is for condos, which are considered single dwellings. Okay. But if it wasn't a condo, it would be gross income. Okay. What are these used for, I wonder? Analyzing the property's value and its ability to earn future income. So you're not gonna, I've never seen this on the test, but you know, if you're into investing, hey, here you go. This is how you, these are the formulas that you would use to determine whether your property, and I guess you could get investors and you could help them. By the way, I guess that's why it's good to know this. So if you get an investor, I personally am an investor. I don't invest like these guys on bigger pockets do as of yet, but I wish I had it going on like that. That would be my goal for sure. This is what you would use. And if you have somebody coming to you as an investor, more than likely they're going to go to somebody who's an investor themselves and sells real estate. But if you do, by likely, you can, this is the formula you would use. Normally, they're going to go to somebody that already knows that business. If you specialize in investment property, they might come to you. But me personally, as an investor, I would go to somebody who's already an investor. I would go to somebody like the people I keep talking about here that are not paying me to talk about them, but I think they are pretty awesome. Okay, sales price divided by monthly gross rent. Okay, we're deciding what formula we're using again. Annual gross income. It doesn't say. I don't see anything on here about that. Oh, here we go. 1 to 4 units you use the rent multiplier, and then annual you would use for the gross income multiplier. A duplex is selling for $550, and I have to okay, let's see. Okay, a duplex would be monthly income find the formulas. Still don't make any sense to me. I still don't see how they're getting this. I'm going to click on anything just to get the formula. So it has 2 units, so the monthly income would be 5,000, and 550 divided by 5,000 gives you 110. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to take a picture of this so that in case we get this on the test. Okay. All right, a 20 unit property can gross 400 in a year. So I want to say it is, what is the G? I want to say it's 125. All right, so let's do it. It's not going to give me the answer. So we'll just have to figure it out. 5 million divided by 400. It's probably 1.245. 0.125 when you move it over 2 decimals. Nope, I guess not. I guess you only move it over 1 decimal. Okay, 8 times is an acre. 8 times estimated value of 24. What is the if the GIM is an area and is 8x, 8 times 24,000, I guess is what that means. $192. I don't know. Okay, well that was easy enough. Can we get all the problems that easy? All right, we're going to have to do the unit exam on this separate video because we're running out of time. These calculations take a little more time than these ones that have calculations in them take more time because you got to sit there and get the calculator out. And